Shark Tale was made in 2004 and starred Will Smith and Jack Black. Now, it had a budget of like 35 million, okay? It was a small DreamWorks movie, just trying to rip off of Finding Nemo. Or so you think. It made $367 million in the box office. Now, that is astounding. Now, you're probably wondering, how could Finding Nemo ripoff make so much money? Well, I'll tell you why. It became very successful. Had a couple reasons. Now, the first reason is because they were hip and relevant. They were hecka fresh, and they were caught up with all the cool stuff, So, most directors, they'll try to stay away from those references to the modern world because it's outdated in a couple years and it'll look stupid. Well, I bet they're sitting in their poor mansions that they probably can't afford, and they're just like sitting down there thinking, why didn't I make my movie more relevant? I bet they're regretting that right now. I mean, who talks about trash like Pulp Fiction and The Little Mermaid anymore? That's irrelevant news. It's all about Shark Tale. All about Shark Tale right now. I mean, every day I wake up from my bed and I am singing that Bob Marley song over and over. The one song they used. Oh my God, so good. It's completely brilliant. Now, the second main reason, that's because it's the animation. Now, some say that the animation is ugly because it looks like the voice actors. Now, I beg to differ. I think it's brilliant because it makes it more original and it makes the fish look a bit more real. Now, another thing about this realistic tone they used, the lighting. Now, I'm gonna show you a picture from Finding Nemo. Okay, the inferior fish movie. Now, look at this. Look at this. Look at the lighting. It's so bright and colorful. Like, the ocean looks cute and it looks pretty. Okay? Now, that's not how movies should be. That's not how ocean movies should be. If you're trying to make me, believe that it's a good movie. Now, it doesn't look like the ocean. The ocean looks ugly and gritty and dirty, full of algae. Now look what Shark Tale did, okay? I'll show you what Shark Tale did. Look at this. It's ugly, it's disgusting, it's dark. Now, that's what the ocean looks like. Okay? So, Disney needs to step up their game. Okay? Good job, Shark Tale. My next point. Now, they pay close attention to detail. Now, the character development is astounding. Like, their detail to character development is absolutely amazing. Now, the Shark Tale, if you don't know, it's about a vegetarian who's a shark named Lenny. And he's, trying to follow this, family business, okay? Because, his dad is, a huge meat eater, carnivore. And he's you need to follow the family played by Robert De Niro. And he's you need to follow the family business. Because you need to follow it. Because, you're a shark. You need to eat. You can't eat, vegetarian stuff. Because that's lame. That's not what a shark does. Now, and then it's about a fish named Oscar who wants to become famous. Now, who would have thought of using the irony as a character trait? It's like flandering. It's like some people say flandering's bad because it's turning one trait into their entire character trait. That's brilliant. That's genius. All directors and everyone who makes a character for a movie or a television show should use that. Use the ironic sense. It's brilliant. It's original. It's so good. Now, let's talk about the characters just besides their development. They're fun. They're good and they're likable. Now, Lenny, he's my favorite. Now, mostly because some may say that I look like Lenny from Shark Tale, and that's saying I look like Jack Black. The resemblance is uncanny. See, is isn't it cool? That's awesome. Anyway, it's also because he makes the film relate to another inferior film, not just Finding Nemo. It's called The Godfather. I mean, maybe you've heard of it. I don't know. I mean, it's not that popular, I guess. I mean, I saw it and I didn't like it that much. But the third one was really good. But the other two, I didn't really like. It was just stupid. There was like Will Smith wasn't even in it. There was no like singing or like it wasn't funny. It's kind of stupid. Anyway, in the second one, I noticed that hey, this kind of reminds me of Shark Tale. Because it's like Michael, yeah, that's his name, Michael Corleone. He's the son of the main character, and then in The Godfather 2, he's like trying to not become a gangster. Like, he doesn't want to follow his dad's family business. Like, much like Lenny. Much like what Lenny's trying to do. And I'm like, this is just like Shark Tale. The Godfather 2 ripped off his Shark Tale. The Godfather 2 is one of the worst movies I've seen because they have ripped off of a masterpiece. Anyway, the difference is, besides that it's boring and stupid, it's Michael becomes a gangster and Lenny doesn't. Now, some say that standing up to your dad and like following your dreams isn't as cool to watch as becoming a gangster. Well, if you watch The Godfather 3, which is my favorite one, you can see that Michael dies alone. He dies of an old man alone with no one loving him. Okay? And then when you watch Shark Tale, you don't see Lenny die. But of course, everything dies. So we're just going to take a guess and say Lenny died with his fish family and fish friends and shark friends all around him, loving him. And he dies in his nice, warm bed, comfortable, surrounded by people he loved. Now take that, Michael. Who directed this garbage movie series? It's not even close to Shark Tale, and I hate that. Now, the last thing that made Shark Tale brilliant is the comedy. Now, it had relevant jokes to 2004. Okay? It was astounding. It was like, there was this one part, and I was dying. It was like, they were talking, the shark dad was talking, Robert De Niro, and then the jellyfish played a song, and it was like, Baby Got Back, and then he said one of the best lines. He said, "Hey, boss, big butts." Oh my god, it's so funny. It's comedy gold. Anyway, another great scene was when they were showing the scenes of the town, like they were showing the whole town. Okay, it was amazing. And then there was like a sushi store, and no one was in it. And no. It was so funny. It was just hilarious, you know, because like it was a sushi place and it would be cannibalism to eat there. So he's like, "Why aren't I getting any customers and stuff?" Oh, who would have thought of something like that? Oh my god. Okay, so Shark Tale is the greatest film of all time. You know, stupid stuff like Brigsby Bear doesn't matter. Stupid stuff like, you know, Pulp Fiction, garbage. Deadpool, Baby Driver, more like stupid. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? Anyway, Shark Tale's the greatest movie of all time. And if you try to fight me, you are wrong. You are wrong. Peace. Peace out.